tonight. 30 minutes of very remarkable entertainment coming to you live with your host for tonight, Mr. Barth Gimble. Tonight, Barth's guest will be Mr. Rock Mondo, who claims to be Mr. Wonderful. Ms. Jane Tiffany, who claims Mr. Wonderful is Mr. Below Average. And Mrs. Sylvia Miller, whose aunt is dead. And Happy Kine and the Mirth Makers. And me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. And now here's your host and mine, Mr. Barth Gimble.
Good evening. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. This is terrific. Good evening and welcome to Fernwood Tonight. I know there's not much happening here in Fernwood tonight, and consequently a lot of you new viewers may be just tuning in because you're bored. Well, just sit back and relax, which is part of being bored, I guess, and just realize that, hey, I may not be the President of the United States, but I think I am the chairman of the board. That's part of having this job. Whoops. I mean chairperson. Doesn't that drive you nuts? Sure drives me nuts. Seems that when you've got a word, and you find a word that really serves you well, like waiter, or one that really works, you know, like a janitor, or one that really hits the nail on the head, like a word like hammer, why go to the trouble of changing it? Certainly not because a bunch of self-appointed Websters have decided to take words personally, and I mean that literally. You have your chairperson, your news person, fire person, police person, and all they're really doing is making perfectly good words longer, and confusing a lot of people who, for reasons of their own, opted for vocational courses in high school. So one would realize that the simple act of something like buying a can of antifreeze would become the humiliation of facing a burly Exxon man and asking for Uncle Freeze. I think I'd just as soon get a couple gallons, or in this case, gallons of Ethel or Fred. I guess it'd have to be. I think it's getting to the point where every per-daughter, woe-per-daughter, and child should take a stance, or it would have to be a Stunkles, as the case may be, and just demand, or that would be de-per-daughternd, the right or the left to be left alone, or to write together with other per-daughters. That's the way I feel about it. If they insist, or in brother equipping our cars with per-daughteral transmissions, selling people-fall cigarettes, and detectives on TV who have to wear those, well, it would be disgirlses, I guess, rather than disguises, then why don't we just give up the idea of a language altogether and just go back to living like people in Detroit? That's the way I feel about it. Jerry Hubbard. A gentleman who's given up the idea of language years ago. How are you, Jerry?
Well, I won't mince words. I've been thinking about this. Why not go back to basics? Have two dictionaries, one for men, one for women, and they could talk the way they want to, and we could talk the way we want to.
It's a fascinating idea. Think that up by yourself?
Yes. Well, it is. I'm just joking, but it's so confusing. Jane calls herself Ms. Now, how are we supposed to know if that's Miss or Mrs.?
Guess.
Oh, you just guessed. That's great. You're Ms. and we're both Mers. That's wonderful. At any rate, getting to sports, as you know, Jane Tiffany here is our new sportscaster here at Channel 6.
Boy, we're glad to have her.
Isn't she a wonderful addition?
She's still as beautiful as ever, isn't she?
Oh, boy.
Don't you think she's beautiful?
Oh, gosh.
I think she's more beautiful than you do, I bet.
I don't think so, Jerry.
I do.
I see more the inner beauty.
Oh.
Isn't she a knockout? As you real sports fans probably already know, Friday night is wrestling night here at the Fernwood Gardens, and my next guest is a featured wrestler. It's so hard. Oh, she is pretty. Okay. Insert.
It's wrestler, Barth.
It's wrestler. Okay. Thank you. My next guest is a featured wrestler in the Tri-County area who's developing a little show business act of his own. Actually, not unlike a lot of your sports figures today. Your Rick Barry doing the weather. Here in his show business debut, please welcome Mr. Wonderful, and that's not me, incidentally. Thank you. I thought I heard some applause. He is not myself, as I say. He's the man you love to hate. He calls himself Mr. Wonderful. His name is Mr. Rock Mondo. Let's bring him in.
Remember, I am the star here. You are only the host. And I want you to watch your face, boy. See, nobody boos, Mr. Wonderful. You shut up out there, because because the women all over America want to hear Mr. Wonderful sing. I want you just to shut up so I can sing, understand? Hey, you, the skinny guy with a stick, you want to do some music for me now? You just follow me. Hold me, hold me. God! Never let me go until you've told me. God! What I want to know, and just hold me, make me tell you I'm in love with you. God! They told me this. How does you? They told me, come on! They told me be sensible with your new love. Don't be fooled thinking this is the last you'll find. But they never stood in there of you, love. When you held me in your arms and told me, totally out of my mind. Hold me, hold me. Never let me go until you've told me. What I want to know, and then just hold me. Make me tell you I'm in love with you.
We'll be right back after these important words. Stay with Hi there, we're back, and don't adjust your set. Those really are boos you're listening to there in the background. Of course, they're not for me, they are for Mr. Wonderful here. Rock, I don't know what to say. How do you account for this, I would have to say, incredible popularity of yours, really?
What's the matter? I mean, are you blind or something? Why don't you just take a look? Look at this, the most perfect body in the entire world. Look at this muscular coordination, definition, and control. This is the body that men fear and women love. I want you see, the people love me. They're saying, we love you, Rock. That's what they're yelling out there.
That's funny. Barth here was just saying that they're booing you.
No, not everybody.
Not me.
No. Oh, Jerry, how you can get things wrong sometimes. I was saying, see, hey, we're sorry. Hey, I couldn't hurt you if I tried. I was saying not everyone is booing. It's a shame, in fact, how just like one troublemaker out there can ruin it for all the rest of us.
That's true. I'll vouch for that. Barth has a way of saying funny things.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah. Tell him that funny word you used a minute ago describing him there. I forget what the word was.
Jerry, I think that's probably plenty. Just enough.
I forget what it was, but it sounded funny. It started with a C.
Yeah.
Clown? Was that?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't clown. I'll think of it.
Jerry, I think Mr. Mondo here has, more on his mind than that. Incidentally, my producers told me that you've been trying to get on Fernwood Tonight here for several months now. Is that true?
Your producer is a liar. I want to tell you what happened. Your producer came up to me at the wrestling matches outside my dressing room door, beat on it for about 3 minutes until I came out, and he's down on his hands and knees kissing my shoes.
Wait. Rock, I'm sorry. I can't really picture our producer down there smooching the tennies.
It was either that or you got kicked in the mouth.
Mr. Mondo, tell us a little bit about Friday's wrestling card down at the Fernwood Gardens.
Well, what's to tell? I'm going to be there. I'm going to win the match like I win every single one of my matches. I'm going to win the hearts of the fans, and especially the women out there, because the women love me all over the country. I want you to know I'm the #1 cause of divorce every single place I go. These women see me on television, and they see me in person, and they just leave their husbands and they flock after me because I'm the #1 sex symbol. And the women at the matches are going to get a real thrill seeing a #1 sex symbol up close.
What about you, sweetheart? I mean, you're here pretty close. I bet you can hardly hold back your passion, huh?
Actually, I can hardly hold back my laughter.
Hey.
Look, Rock, I really don't mean to be mean. It's just that I can't take you so-called wrestlers seriously. You know wrestling is a tough sport. I mean, you guys are a bunch of Saturday night flabbies who are not wrestlers, you're actors.
Listen here, Cupcakes. Don't you let these good looks fool you. I am a wrestler, a professional wrestler, the world's greatest professional wrestler.
Okay, we'll compromise. You're both a wrestler and an actor, okay? Look, let's be serious for a minute, Rock. Any halfway decent college wrestler would kick your butt and tie you up like a pretzel.
Right here on your show, if that's what you want. I'll find anybody. I'm a star here. I'm gonna take this. Let's start. One and all.
Jane?
Well,
I had some more questions to ask him. I wondered if Rock was his real name.
I think it probably was a family name. Maybe.
looks like it applies.
Yeah, it certainly does. Boulder there is
Right.
Actually, Jane, that was a terrific idea you came up with there, quite by accident, I think. The idea of having a real challenge, go out and find a real wrestler, have him come out here and meet this, buffoon, I guess we'd have to call. He can't hear back there. Can he hear? Fine. We'll bring him back out in the show and just have a big challenge match right here. Might even have it during ratings week. I think that would be a good time because I think a lot of people tune in. So we'll schedule that heavyweight championship wrestling match for Fernwood tonight, and it'll happen right during ratings week. Terrific thinking on your part. You don't mind this, do you?
It's okay.
Okay. We'll be right back after this important word. There we are. Excuse me. We're back. You caught me having a little snack. These are delicious. This is,
They sound good.
well, thank you. This is imitation cream cheese, so you don't put on the old pounds. It tastes just like cream cheese, and it's imitation celery as well. What they do is they use every part of the animal now. They find it useful. This celery apparently is made out of simply the hooves and the antlers. What they do is they reprocess it. It's green dye. It's great. You might want to try it. Okay. Recently, you may have been reading in the Fernwood Inquiring Gazette about the efforts of the relatives of a late Mrs. Doris Capizzi to have her canonized as a saint. That's where they actually make a person a saint. That's what canonizing is. Thought I'd tell you. I bet you may have thought it was something they put in your clothing to keep it from shrinking. That's not true.
I thought it was something they shot out of a gun.
Well, that's true, too. Would you please join me in welcoming Doris's niece, who is putting this all together for Mrs. Sylvia Miller. Nice to see you again. You were here before with a rather bizarre tale I think we could all be best served by not going into.
Yes.
But we had some other interesting guests on that night, so it worked out fine. Ms. Miller, for the benefit of, we have probably several non-Catholic viewers, would you tell us a little bit of how one becomes a saint?
Well, I think the best way to become a saint is to live the life that my Aunt Doris did. I mean, she had to put up with, she was married to an Italian. The woman was a saint.
Oh, boy. I think you misjudged my drift. What I was trying to say is the procedure about going through, you know, how you go through to the Pope to become a saint,
yes.
Make it legal, get
Yes.
all on.
Well, first of all, one must be dead.
Okay.
Now, we lost Aunt Doris 7 months ago this August. Unfortunately, you remember in the terrible accident down at the car wash.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Now,
I remember I was at the funeral. She looked great, clean as a button, and very nice.
yes, it was a tragic accident, but as her selfless, the car was going through, it was her husband's, who is an Italian. The top was faulty, the top went down. She jumped in, trying to protect the upholstery, was buffed to death. And it was a needless death. However, in order to be a saint, you must die a heroic death. She died trying to protect upholstery. Also, they require that you have several miracles surrounding you.
Okay.
Oh, this should
Yes.
be good.
Now, we
Okay,
have
so
all
far
of this.
she's dead. We know that. We know
Well,
she's
I'd
been
like
buffed.
to show you a
so good.
picture of St. Doris.
Oh, boy. She looks like a saint there, that's for sure.
Doesn't she look like a saint?
This is retouched, isn't it? This is
Watercolors.
watercolor over a regular black and white
She
photograph.
was
Probably a lot
actually-
cheaper than a regular color photograph.
She looked better when she was dead, actually. I mean, just, you know, they do cosmetically things with you. Probably felt better when she was alive.
More often than not. I think that's the case.
Well, she was a redhead in real life.
What would she, what would her title be, actually? We're going to make her a saint. You can't just say, hey, you,
No,
saint, you know.
she would be St. Doris of Fernwood, patron saint of 2nd and 3rd degree burns. Yes.
Now-
Well, the mystery of the burns came actually when I was 4 years old, just a little child. I was in the kitchen with her. She was fixing breakfast for all of us, my mother, who was her sister on her side, and I was in charge of the bacon. Unfortunately, the devil stole the pot holders, and I, as a child, reached up, burned my hand with bacon grease. I remember distinctly, Aunt Doris said very religiously, "Oh, my God," she said. She always was very religious. She immediately, calmly, repeating, "Oh, my God, oh, my God," went to the icebox, took out butter, and very gently rubbed it on my hand.
Holy cow.
Now, within 3 minutes, the burn went. Now, I couldn't tell you which hand it was. Now, that was while she was living. Now, Mr. William H. Neal, Jr., who is my neighbor, is a projectionist and was lying out in his yard and got burned rather severely on his stomach. His wife, Marion, I'm sure you know
That's
Marion.
a sunburn we're talking about? Just a regular?
Yes. She called me and she said, "Can you help William?" I had nothing to help her with except I got an idea. I ran over, got butter, rubbed it on his stomach, took the picture of St. Doris, placed it face down on the abdomen, and within 3 days, the sunburn was gone. Not only the sunburn, but a severe case of ringworm that he had contracted from the monkey from Cuba.
Well, Mrs. Miller, I sense that it's kind of difficult for you to talk about. What evidence have you actually gathered about your Aunt Doris specifically that we can show?
This is what we plan to send to the Pope. Let me tell the story. I was in my kitchen. It was a week ago. This tea towel is the holy tea towel that you're speaking of. Now, 1 week ago, this tea towel was perfectly plain. The phone rang, which it often does. I went to the phone, put the tea towel across this picture. It was my sister, who's married to an Irishman. I spoke to her, and we spoke about, strangely enough, St. Doris.
I'll be done.
Then I went back, picked up my dish towel, and what had happened is, from the picture, St. Doris had pushed her face onto the tea towel. You can see the eyes,
The eyes in the
two eyes,
yellowish
the
area.
nose, and the mouth.
And
Are we getting glare on that? Is that, can you see that?
looks a bit like a pumpkin at Halloween, but did she have a bit of a mustache? I see just a hairline there. Is that a bit of a, Maybe something that a depilatory might have taken care of there.
She had a small mustache.
Right, absolutely.
You know, and you can't shave those either, can you? They'll just grow right back. So she must have endured that. Another cross to bear.
She was a saint, a Christian martyr, as it were.
Just looking at this, I'm starting to have a nice day already. It's kind of nice. Maybe it's the round image of the eyes or something.
We would like to start a church on the exact spot of the car wash. St. Doris is of Fernwood. And
Wash cars and have religious service at the same time.
Clean your car and clean your soul.
no, we would like to.
Because if you can get a good car wash for an economical price these days, it's a miracle in itself. Let's make sure to have, if you have a convertible, keep that top up secure if you go through a car wash.
Absolutely. And it's a good idea to get out of the car, too.
Yes.
It's fun to watch all the chamois flying. I get off. I don't know about you.
I'd rather have wet upholstery than be dead, I'll tell you that.
Sure, and they'll dry it off at the end of the thing. You'll
Oh,
see
yes.
sometimes little dripping down off the bumper or something like that. They'll come in and they'll dry that off, so you're driving away a dry car.
That's true.
At least that's the way it is here in Fernwood at Frank's Car Wash, where I always go. Okay. Little thing for you, Frank. Thank you very much, and good night.
Also appearing on tonight's show were Troas Hayes as Jane Tiffany, Riddle as Mondo, and